We meet again. Very interesting. This just popped up on my feed, I guess you call it. New warrants are going out. Pretty much every major company that Bushy has ever utilized is getting hit with a warrant. What do they say? No stone unturned. This investigation's really thorough, really expensive, and they are stacking the deck. That's for sure, given that the warrants come back with what they're looking for. Also interested in this clip I want you to look at with me is one of the investigators is talking out again about his peculiar behavior when they served the warrant in Pennsylvania. As you remember, we talked about on the last show about Idaho, the Idaho 4, they say, but you know who we're talking about. Ethan, Xana, Kaylee, and Madison. About Bushy bagging up his trash in Ziploc bags. This investigator says that's pretty significant. That's a big deal. So when people say, no, there's nothing weird about that, he's just a little peculiar. He's OCD. That's what OCD people do. I think they're seeing it a little different way than some people do. Look at this with me. Let me know what you're thinking. Please leave me a comment, and I'll see you on the next show.
It's revealing dozens of major companies are being forced to turn over information in connection with the murder case against Brian Koberger.
All right.
Among those served, tech names like Apple, Amazon, Google, and DoorDash, social media companies Meta, Snapchat, and Tinder, and retailers Walmart and K-Bar Knives, the brand of knife sheath found at the crime scene with a single source of male DNA linked to Koberger. But not all the warrants are focused on the suspect. Some are requesting bank and social media information about the victims.
They're trying to find out if there is a hidden link that could explain a motive.
They will never be forgotten.
The 4 college students were found stabbed to death in an off-campus home last November. Authorities still haven't publicly released a motive, but alleged cell phone data shows Koberger stalked their house at least a dozen times before the killings and even went back to the crime scene hours after the murders. Experts say data from these warrants may help investigators piece together an even stronger digital footprint.
They are going all in, if you will, gathering every single conceivable piece of evidence so that if any doubt is raised, they will be ready.
Meanwhile, we're also learning new details about what officials say Koberger was doing the moment he was arrested at his parents' house across the country in Pennsylvania.
Brian, what are you doing?
The 28-year-old wearing gloves while separating his trash.
Mr. Koberger was found awake in the kitchen area, dressed in shorts and a shirt and wearing latex medical type gloves, and apparently was taking his personal trash and putting it into a separate Ziploc baggie.
The Monroe County 1st District Attorney calling that behavior significant for the investigation.
To me, that's incredibly damning. It shows a consciousness of guilt, that he was making sure that his DNA did not end up in the trash.
Other newly unsealed search warrants show what police did seize in Pennsylvania, including a gun and knife, black face masks and gloves, a cell phone, multiple laptops, and a book with underlining on page 118. Investigators also say they found a shovel in Koberger's Hyundai Elantra and seized parts from the car itself, from the headrests and the seatbelt to brake and gas pedals.
Sure does seem like they have an awful lot of evidence, Gotti. Koberger's preliminary hearing that's set for June. How do we know what these new search warrants could mean for that hearing?
Well, at this point, the judge ordered them to stay sealed and redacted, saying that they contained highly intimate facts or statements or information that might threaten the safety or endanger the life or safety of individuals. Now, experts say that is likely to protect the prosecution's case, possibly prevent tainting a potential jury pool, given the national attention that this whole ordeal has received. Meanwhile, Brian Koberger's preliminary hearing, that's set for June. It could last an entire week, and he has not yet entered a plea, but Koberger's attorney said that he was eager to be exonerated. Greg?
All right. Gotti Schwartz for us this morning. Gotti, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching.